Hi everyone, welcome back to Calculus with Jackie and Shadow. Today we're going to be talking about finding a limit from a table. Now, let's start out with some basics about finding a limit from a table. We've done some limits from tables before, but tables are different than graphs because you can't get quite as much information from a table. And a graph, you have all these points, so you have an infinite number of points that you can see. So it can be easier to find limits from a graph. With tables, you have a limited number of points, so you kind of have to make an educated guess sometimes. Uh, so let's start with this example. So we have this table where x equals 1, 2, 3, and y equals 5, 3, and 1. Now, what can we say about the limit as x approaches 1.5? Well, the points look like they're going in a straight line, so you could say that if it was a function, it could be something like f of x, where it's just a nice straight line downward. You can think of it like Gizmo just taking this dive nice and straight down to catch a fish, just like that. And that lets us fill in the values. But we don't exactly know this. Like, this could be wrong. It could also be something like g of x, where you have this really crazy graph where it goes up here and down and down, and there's some entering the shadow realm with undefined points and teleportation. So you could be talking something like what Spirit would be doing, and it would just be jumping around like that. But you don't know that much about the graph from a table. It can be hard to know for sure. So a lot of times tables involve making an educated guess. And let's look at an example here. Jackie is flying on the X and Y plane. Her Y position is noted in the table below, so it's tracking her Y position over X. And based on the table, what is the most likely value of A plus B? So we have two values, A and B, that we don't exactly know what A and B are. It just gives us variables, but they're at x equals 2 and x equals 6. So if we look at this table below, at x equals 1, Jackie is around 7.5, and she's sort of flying along, and we're getting 1.9, 1.99, really close to 2. And you'll notice it's getting pretty close to 7. And also, it's getting pretty close to 7 from the other side. We have 6.98, as it's getting really close to 2 from the other side. So it could be a reasonable guess to say that A equals 7. And if we look at B, we have 8.97, 9.03. It looks like it's pretty close to 9. And that's when you're getting really close to 6 in terms of x. So you could say that B might be 9. So the most likely value of A plus B is going to be 7 plus 9, that's 16. Now, that's it for today. I'll see you next time.